Imagine opening a garage door and seeing a car that looks like it rolled straight out of 1965. Slim pillars, chrome bumpers, round gauges, that familiar profile you fell in love with as a kid. Then you turn the key and hear something different. The engine fires instantly. The idle is smooth. The brakes feel strong. The air conditioning blows cold. This is not just a restored classic. It is a Restomod, a car that keeps its old soul but receives a new heart, new muscles, and sometimes a whole new brain. Today on Timeless Treasures, we are exploring how Restomods are keeping legends alive in a modern world. The word Restomod is a blend of two ideas: restoration and modification. The goal is simple to understand, but complex to execute. Take the look and character of a classic car and combine it with the performance, reliability, and comfort of something newer. Fresh suspension, disc brakes that actually stop, fuel injection instead of temperamental carburetors, modern wiring, better headlights, and sometimes full digital brains. On the outside, a good Restomod respects the original design. On the inside, it quietly rewrites the rules. It is not about building a race car. It is about creating a version of the past that you can confidently drive every day in the present. Classic cars were not built for modern traffic. They were designed for quieter streets, lower speeds, and very different expectations. Today, we live in a world of powerful brakes, bright LED lights, and fast-moving highways. Old drum brakes can feel terrifying when everyone around you stops on a dime. Soft, vague steering can make a classic feel nervous among sharp-handling modern cars. And if your pride and joy refuses to start on a cold morning or overheats in traffic, you might drive it less and less. Restomods offer a solution. They allow you to keep the shape, smell, and feeling of a classic, but give it tools to survive and thrive on 21st century roads. Instead of a fragile museum piece, you get a companion you can actually use. If you want to understand what makes a Restomod special, you have to look under the skin. Many builders start with the chassis and suspension. They add stronger frames, modern coilover setups, independent rear suspension, and upgraded bushings. The goal is not to make the car feel like a track-only monster. It is to give it control and confidence. Then come the brakes. Big discs, multi-piston calipers, and proper brake bias. Suddenly, a car that once needed what felt like a full prayer to stop safely can now slow down with calm, steady pressure. On paper, these upgrades look technical. On the road, they feel like respect. Respect for the original design, and respect for the world we drive in today. The engine is where Restomod projects become truly emotional. Some builders keep the original block, but give it a full rebuild, better internals, and modern fuel injection. Others swap in newer power plants from the same brand family. Engines that make more power, use less fuel, and start every time you turn the key. A few go even further. Electric conversions, where a thunderous V8 is replaced by silent torque, are now part of the conversation. For some enthusiasts, changing the engine is like changing the soul. For others, what matters is that the car keeps moving and stays relevant. At its best, a Restomod engine bay feels both familiar and surprising. Classic lines, modern reliability, and a reminder that history does not have to be fragile. When you open the door of a good Restomod, you can feel how carefully the builder walked the line between nostalgia and comfort. There is period-correct upholstery, but with better foam and stitching. There are original style gauges, but with modern internals and accurate readings. There are hidden audio systems that let you stream music without cutting big holes into vintage door panels. Sometimes there is a discreetly placed digital screen or control knob tucked away where only the driver will really see it. The goal is simple. You should sit down and feel like you have stepped back in time. But once you start driving, you should not have to deal with the worst parts of the past. It is history, edited gently for real life. Anytime you change a classic car, you also change the conversation. Some purists look at Restomods and see destruction. They see original parts removed, rare details lost, and factory specs ignored. They argue that we should preserve cars exactly as they were, so future generations can study and understand them. On the other side, Restomod fans see something different. They see cars that might have been parted out, left to rust, or ignored forever, reborn with new energy. They point out that not every car was rare or important when it left the factory. By upgrading some, we may actually help protect the truly original survivors, which can stay stock. The truth probably lives in the middle. We need museums and perfectly preserved cars, but we also need living, breathing classics that people see and hear on real roads. Restomods are one way to keep that heartbeat going. Some builders have turned Restomods into a true art form. Think of companies that take something like an old 911, strip it to the shell, and rebuild it with obsessive detail. New body panels, perfect paint, custom interiors, engines that sound like racing cars but behave politely in city traffic. Or the workshops that take old Mustangs, Camaros, and classic trucks and give them modern hearts. Rack and pinion steering, 6-speed gearboxes, suspensions that can handle twisty roads and high-speed cruising. These high-end builds can cost more than some exotic supercars, but for their owners, they offer something even more rare. A car that feels like a memory, drives like a dream, and looks like nothing else in the parking lot. In the end, Restomods are about refusing to choose between past and present. They say, I love the way this car looks, sounds, and feels, but I also want to drive it often, safely, and with joy. Not every classic should be Restomodded. Not every Restomod will please everyone, but together, they help keep old shapes on new roads. They make sure that younger generations do not see classic cars only as still images in books or on screens, but as real, moving, breathing machines. Maybe your dream is a perfectly original survivor. Maybe it is a wild, modernized build that surprises everyone who drives it. Either way, the important thing is that these cars are loved, cared for, and used. If this look into the world of Restomods spoke to you, leave a like, subscribe to Timeless Treasures, and tell me in the comments if you would keep a classic stock or Restomod it, and what your dream build would be. We have many more stories coming about the ways people are keeping automotive history alive, and I would be glad to have you along for the ride. Thinking